Good evening, friends. Today I'll be hiking the Ice Age Trail again, the Monches segment. It's a fairly decent length section, so I probably won't make it all the way to the end. But there's a bridge across a river that I like, and I'll probably make it that far today. Not sure if you can make this sign out. You can read it if you're interested. In memory of William A. Ketterer, 1912 to 1997. He loved this place. Well, it's not hard to see why. We love it too, Bill. We love it too. Well, here's something you don't see every day. There's a bench here along the trail, and this pine tree has an array of Christmas ornaments. I'll have to bring one with me next time. Let's see, this bench was dedicated, was an Eagle project of Jim Casper and Troop 175, sponsored by Quad Graphics. That is interesting. My son Micah is in Troop 175, and he just completed his Eagle project this year. This must have been from a number of years ago, before our time in the troop. So I would say this project was at least 10 years ago. But good for Jim. And hey, your benches are still out here, Jim. So that's cool. This is the Oconomowoc River. I've never attempted to kayak this stretch, but the water's pretty high right now, and I might just have to try it once it warms up just a little bit. These plants, these green plants, I don't know what they're called. I really need to work on my knowledge of flora and fauna. I'd like to do that so I can give you better descriptions of what we're seeing. But I do know very soon these will be in full bloom, and this whole stretch of the trail all the way up the hillside and down along the river here are just spectacular. I will make it a point to try to get back here and catch them in full bloom if I can. Now this is kind of different. They cut up this trunk and cut slices off and put them down on the trail here. They must get pretty wet here. Maybe these kind of keep you dry. Haven't quite seen that before. Well, I'm gonna sit here on this bridge and take a break for a minute. Have my trusty sitting pad. Even sitting for a couple of minutes, just a quick break can really make a big difference. I'm probably 2/3 of the way to the end of the trail, but it's getting late and I've got some other work I have to do tonight, so I'm headed back now. As always though, beautiful day for a hike. First Peter, chapter 2. Therefore, rid yourselves of all malice, and all deceit, hypocrisy, envy, and slander of every kind. Like newborn babies, crave pure spiritual milk, so that by it you may grow up in your salvation, now that you have tasted that the Lord is good. As you come to him, the living stone, rejected by men but chosen by God and precious to him, you also, like living stones, are being built into a spiritual house to be a holy priesthood, offering spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God through Jesus Christ. For in Scripture it says, "See, I lay a stone in Zion, a chosen and precious cornerstone, and the one who trusts in him will never be put to shame." Now, to you who believe, this stone is precious. But to those who do not believe, the stone the builders rejected has become the capstone, and a stone that causes men to stumble, and a rock that makes them fall. They stumble because they disobey the message, which is also what they were destined for. But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people belonging to God, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. Once you were not a people, but now you are the people of God. Once you had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. Dear friends, I urge you, as aliens and strangers in the world, to abstain from sinful desires which war against your soul. Live such good lives among the pagans that, though they accuse you of doing wrong, they may see your good deeds, and glorify God on the day he visits us. It looks like we're being watched. I don't know if you can make it out, but I think there's a deer up there. Or somebody put a target up there, maybe as a joke. I can't tell from here. No, he's real. I started walking up there and I was convinced it was fake because it wasn't moving, but it did finally move.